Hi, welcome to my journey. This is Miss Carr and I am inviting you to learn with me. Are you ready? Let's go! Hello! Ang pag-uusapan natin today is about ratio and proportion. So later, malalaman natin ang pagkakaiba ng dalawang to. Okay? Okay, so here, you can see three scenarios where you can apply ratio and proportion. So first, I want you to try answering these word problems and let's see if you already have that skills and knowledge about these concepts. Okay? So ano nga ba ang ratio? Ratio is a comparison of two items. So for example, we have here circles and triangle. So we are comparing their quantities. So sabi dito, in every 8 circles, there is 7 circles. Okay? And you can write it in 3 ways. Alright? Pare-parehas lang yung meaning nila or value nila. Okay? Okay, so pag-usapan naman natin yung proportion. Kanina, alam na natin yung ibig sabihin ng ratio. So, we are just comparing two items. Tama? Yung circles tsaka yung triangles kanina. Now, pag sinabing proportion, equivalent lang or equal ratios lang yan. So, let's say, yung ratio natin kanina is 8 is to 7. Tama? Ngayon, yung ginawa natin, yung circles, dinoble natin. So, naging 16. And then, yung 7, dinoble rin natin. So, naging 14. So, kaya ang ratio na natin is 16 is to 14. Ngayon, masasabi mong proportion itong dalawang ratio na to kasi nga, parehas silang nagtaas ng pag-multiply ng 2. Okay? So, 8 times 2 mo, kaya naging 16. Yung 7 times 2 mo, kaya naging 14. So, parehas silang nag-multiply sa 2. Kaya siya proportion. Pantay sila. Now, pag dito naman, yung 8 na circles, naging, 32 circles. So, times 4 mo. Si triangles, kung mapapansin mo, naging 21. So, ano nangyari? Yung 7, nag-times 3 ka. So, yung isa times 4, yung isa times 3. So, hindi pantay yung pag-increase nila. So, therefore, 8 is to 7 is not proportion dun sa 32 is to 21. Hindi sila pantay kasi hindi pantay yung pagtaas nila. Okay? Okay. So, kadalasan din ginagamit yung proportion kapag nagdo-drawing. Kasi minsan gusto mong paliitin or palakihin yung drawing. Okay? Example, etong si Doggy. Kung titignan mo yung ratio ng length ng katawan niya at saka ng head niya, 10 is to 20. So, palalakihin natin siya, pero dapat pantay yung paglaki niya, okay? So, yung sa head, 10, naging 15. Tapos yung 20 na length ng katawan niya, naging 30. So, ilan kaya yung itinaas niya? So, yung 10, minultiply mo sa 1.5 para maging 15. Tapos yung 20, minultiply mo rin sa 1.5 para maging 30. So, yes, pantay sila, proportion sila. Okay? Okay, so let's have another example. So, it says here that for every cup of rice, add 2 cups of water. So, yung kino-compare natin is yung cups of rice, tsaka cups of water. So, yung ratio natin is 1/2 or 1 is to 2. Okay? What if madami kang naging bisita? So, kailangan mong malaman yung equivalent ratio para alam mo yung ilalagay mong rice tsaka yung water. So, let's say, ito yung niluluto mong or sinasaing mong rice kapag ikaw lang or pag dalawa lang kayo. What if dumami yung bisita? So, let's say, kailangan mong magsaing ng 8 cups of rice. So, therefore, alam mo na agad yung magiging cups of water mo. Okay? So, ano nangyari? So, from 1, naging 18, ibig sabihin, tinimes mo sa 18. So, dahil proportion nga at pantay, so kung nag-times ka ng 18 dito, dapat yung cups of water mo, ita-times mo rin sa 18. Okay? So, that's why naging 36. So, ganun din yung dito at saka dito. Kung mapapansin mo, yung sa 2/4, nag-multiply ka lang by 2, parehas. Yung 6 over 12, nag-multiply ka lang by 6. Yung 36, nag-multiply ka lang by 36. Okay? So, again, proportion is pagpantay yung pagtaas nila. Okay? Or, kung gusto mo naman palitin, i-divide mo lang. Okay? Pero parehas mo silang i-divide sa number na yon. So, kung mapapansin mo, since fraction tong ginamit natin, kapag drawing mo yan, makikita mo na pantay-pantay lang din yung itsura nila. Kaya, proportion or equivalent ratio lang din talaga sila. Okay? Alright. So, I have here yung ratio na kailangan pag nagmi-mix ka ng semento. Okay? Kailangan ng isang bucket ng cement, 2 buckets of sand, and 6 buckets of stones. Now, ito yung ratio, right? Pero what if yung buckets of stones ko merong 12? So, ilang buckets of sand at cement ang kailangan ko para makapag-mix ako ng semento? So, yung 6 naging 12. So, ano kayang ginawa? Nag-multiply by 2. So, therefore, pati yung sand tsaka si cement, i-multiply ko by 2. So, 2 times 2, that will be 4. And then 1 times 2, that will be 2. So, therefore, ang equivalent ratio ng 6 over 12 will be 2 over 4, tsaka 1 half. Okay? Okay, so there are 3 types of proportion. So we have direct proportion, indirect proportion, and partitive proportion. So later, malalaman natin kung ano yung kaibahan nila. Okay? Okay, so the first type of proportion is direct proportion. Ang sabi dito, direct proportion is as one increases, another amount increases at the same time. In short, kapag yung isang item tumataas, yung isang item tumataas din. Alright? Pero pantay yung pagtaas nila. Now, yung mga nauna nating examples, direct proportion sila. Alright? So, in this example, we have cups of rice and cups of water. Now, pag nakikita nyo, yung cups of rice niya tumataas, tama? And then, yung cups of water niya tumataas din. So, kung i-graph mo siya, ganito yung magiging itsura. So, pag maliit pa lang or konti pa lang yung cups of rice mo, ito lang yung cups of water mo. Okay? Pero pag madami na yung cups of rice mo, tumataas din yung bilang ng cups of water mo. Alright? So, kaya ganito yung graph niya. Now, in proportion, may tinatawag tayong constant of proportionality or unit rate. So, ibig sabihin, yun yung kada isa. So, ibig sabihin, 2 yung constant of proportionality natin. Alright? So, to get this constant of proportionality, i-divide lang natin yung ratio natin. So, for example, 4 divided by 2, that is 2. Or 6 divided by 3, that is 2. Okay? Para malaman natin yung constant of proportionality natin. So, ito yung formula ni direct proportion and yung K dyan yung constant of proportionality. Alright? So, kung makikita nyo sa table, ito yung number or cups of rice at ito yung cups of water. So, para makuha yung cups of water, minultiply mo lang dun sa constant of proportionality natin. So, constant kasi isa lang naman yung pinag-multiply natin. Alright? So, 1 times 2, that is 2. 2 times 2, that's 4. 3 times 2, that's 6. Alright? So, kung paano naman kung yung cups of rice yung hahanapin natin, pero meron tayong cups of water. Let's say, bakante to. So, ito, edi i-divide natin since nag-multiply tayo papunta doon. So, yung kabaliktaran ng multiplication is division, right? So, i-divide lang natin. 2 divided by 2, that is 1. 4 divided by 2, that is 2. 6 divided by 2, that is 3. Okay? So, yes, this is direct proportion. Okay. So, merong parts ang proportion. So, may tinatawag tayong extremes at saka means. So, kung mapapansin nyo, yung dalawang ratios natin is 3:6 or 1:2. So, yung 6 tsaka 1 dyan, yan yung means. And yung 3 at saka si 2, yan yung extremes. So, merong way para malaman natin kung ang dalawang ratios ay proportion. So, yun yung tinatawag natin cross multiplication. So, pag same yung product ng means natin at saka yung product na extremes natin, ibig sabihin proportion sila. Okay? So, let's have the cross multiplication. Pwede nating isulat as ganito. or naka-fraction. Parehas lang din naman yung magiging means nyo at saka extremes nyo. Okay? So, means 6 times 1, that is 6. Extremes, 3 times 2, that is 6. So, parehas sila. Okay? Now, kung titingnan nyo again, kung pantay yung pagtaas, let's see. So, si 3, nasan si 3? Naging 1. Tama? Or gamitin natin si fraction. 3 naging 1. So, ang nangyari, dinivide mo sa 3, kaya naging 1. Tama? So, yung 6, dapat i-divide mo rin si 3 kasi dinivide mo to, diba? So, dapat 2 ang sagot, kaya pantay sila. Kasi nga, parehas mo lang naman dinivide sa 3. Kaya, nung tinimes mo yung means tsaka extremes, parehas din yung sagot. Kasi proportion talaga sila. Okay? Okay, so let's have another example. Let's say, ito yung dating frame na ginagamit mo. Alright? So, yung sukat niya is you have 2 meter by 3 meter. Now, iniisip mo siyang palakihin. Kasi, maybe, gusto mong palakihin yung picture. So, kailangan ng mas malaking frame. Okay? So, yung length niya, ginawa mong 6 meter. Now, the question is, ano ngayon yung magiging bagong width niya? Alright? So, your ratio here in your small frame is 2:3. So, hanapin natin yung proportion niya or equivalent ratio niya. Okay? So, here we can solve it like this. So, yung ratio mo na 2:3 is equal dun sa ratio mo na n:6. Diba? Yung hinahanap natin ngayon is yung bago nating width. Kaya siya n, ginamitin ko muna ng letter or variable. Okay, to solve that is to multiply their means and extremes. So, yung means natin is 3 times n. So, pag nag-multiply tayo ng number tsaka letter, pag didikitin mo lang. So, the answer is 3n. Now, your extreme is 2 times 6, so you have 12. Now, ang kailangan lang natin is mahanap yung value ni n, right? So, dahil may 3 dyan, kailangan natin i-cancel yan. And we do that by dividing itself. So, 3 divided by 3, that is 1. So, pag 1 yung katabi ng isang number, you don't need to write it. So, in short, n na lang yan. So, that's why na-cancel na si 3, right? So, dahil nag-divide tayo ng 3 sa side na to, dapat sa side na to, magdi-divide din tayo. So, 12 divided by 3, that is 4. So, yung n natin, that is equivalent to 4. Okay? So, ngayon, ang new ratio natin is 4 over 6 or 4 meter is to 6 meter. So, ito ngayon yung proportion or equivalent ratio. Now, if you check it with our cross multiplication, dapat equal yung extreme tsaka mean. So, 2 times 6, that is 12. 3 times 4, that is 12. Okay? Alright, so another type of proportion is indirect or inverse proportion. So, dito naman, habang yung isa lumiliit, yung isang item dumadami. Okay? So, example, we have number of workers and number of hours. So, kunyari, may isang project, 'di ba? The more na maraming workers, ibig sabihin, mas konti yung oras na matatapos nila yung work kasi maraming nagtatrabaho. So, here, sinasabi dito na if you have 12 workers, you can finish a project in 1 hour. Kapag 6 workers, 2 hours. Kapag 4 workers, 3 hours. Alright? So, pataas ng pataas yung hours, pababa ng pababa yung workers. So, pag rinaf mo siya, ganito yung magiging itsura. Alright? So, habang konti yung workers, ito naman yung number of hours. So, konti yung workers, mataas yung number of hours. Pero pag madami ng workers, konti na lang yung oras na matatapos yung project. Okay? Now, kailangan din malaman natin dito yung tinatawag na constant of proportionality. Alright? So, para malaman natin yun, dahil, di ba yung constant of proportionality, ibig sabihin lang naman yan is unit rate or kada isa. So, 12 yun. Alright? Kada isa. So, para malaman natin yung constant of proportionality, dito, ita-times mo naman yung ratio mo. So, 6 times 2, that is 12, or 4 times 3, that is 12. Kanina, sa direct proportion, ang ginawa natin, divide. Dito, times. Alright? So, again, our constant of proportionality is 12. Now, the formula for inverse or the indirect proportion is this one. So, yung K dyan, yan yung constant of proportionality. Alright? So, in this table, you can see that this is your constant of proportionality. This is the number of your workers and number of hours. So, for us to know or get the number of hours, we can just divide the K or constant of proportionality dun sa number of workers. So, 12 divided by 12, we have 1. 12 divided by 6, that is 2. 12 divided by 4, that is 3. So, ito lang yung number of workers or number of hours natin. Now, what if ang hahanapin naman natin is number of workers? Tapos, meron lang tayo is number of hours. So, ganun lang din. I-divide lang din natin yung constant of proportionality dun sa number of hours natin. So, 12 divided by 1, we have 12. 12 divided by 2, we have 6. 12 divided by 3, we have 4. So, ito lang din yung number of workers natin. Okay? Okay. So, this time, paano natin malalaman kung ang mga ratios are indirect proportion? So, we have here 6 is to 2 and 3 is to 4. Okay? So, kanina, sa direct proportion, for us to know kung direct proportion sila, tinimes natin yung means, 'di ba? At saka yung extremes. So, dapat parehas sila, yung product nila. But this time, ang ita-times natin para malaman kung indirect proportion is yung mismong ratio. So, 6 is to 2, ibig sabihin 6 times 2, that is 12. 3 times 4, that is 12. Pag parehas sila, ibig sabihin, yung ratios natin, indirect proportion. Okay? So, in this example, hahanapin natin yung isang number na nawawala yung value nito. Okay? So, for us to check the value of n, this time, i-multiply natin to. So, 6 times n, that is 6n. 3 times 4, that is 12, right? So, cancel natin yung 6 na katabi ni n. So, divide natin sa sarili niya. So, that is 1. So, cancel out. So, since dinivide natin sa 6 to, divide natin to sa 6. So, we have now 2 as equivalent dun sa n. Alright? So, di ba yun lang naman yung value nung n natin. Okay? So, again, indirect proportion, yung isa tumataas, yung isa bumababa. Pero same lang yung pagtaas at pagbaba nila. Okay? So, for example, si 6 naging 3. So, dinivide sa 2. Si 2 naging 4. So, tinimes sa 2. Alright? Same pa rin na 2, pero yung isa, multiplication, yung isa division. Kasi nga, indirect sila. Okay? Okay, so the last type of proportion is partitive proportion. So, ito naman, i-divide mo yung whole number into a part or parts na proportional dun sa given. So, for example, mag-birthday yung tatay nyo. And then, 4 kayo magkakapatid. Para sa handaan niya, you need to prepare 7,406. Dahil 4 kayo magkakapatid, hahatiin nyo yun. And yung ratio na gagamitin nyo is 2:3 is to 4 is to 5. Okay? So, in short, magkano ngayon yung ambagan nyo kung ito yung ratio nyo magkakapatid? Alright? So, to do that, you need to add this. And you'll get 14. Alright? So, yung n na to, yan yung i-multiply natin sa bawat ratio nyo mamaya. Alright? So, 14, i-divide mo siya dun sa 7,406. So, yung n is yung 529. Alright? So, now, kung nakuha nyo na si n, so, i-multiply nyo dito sa kada ratio nyo. So, 2 times 529, that is 1,058. 3 times 529, so that is 1,587. 4 times 529, that is 2,116. 5 times 529, that is 2,645. Alright? So, ito na ngayon yung ambagan nyo. Alright? Based dun sa ratio ng pagkakahati nyo. Now, dapat yung nagiging total nito pag pinag-add nyo is equivalent dun sa whole number na hinati-hati nyo kanina. Okay? So, that is partitive proportion. Practice time! So, just try to analyze this exercise and let's see kung bakit yun yung sagot. Okay? One more! Alright, so just simplify the ratios, okay? Alright, so we have here another exercise. So I just want you to find the missing number here. So I want you to copy first and then do it on your own. Then check your work here, okay? Last exercise. So just give me the equivalent ratio. Just copy first and then check your answer here.